Yo, what up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Sodium here, presented by Straight Dope Media. Boy Spice here, along with DJ Teazo.
The Imperial. Yeah, got to. Got to. It's only right.
Hey, cuz, you know what I'm salty about today?
What you salty about, cuz?
Entertainers and athletes that hang on too long. Like, hear me out.
I'm listening.
I know you don't have an issue, apparently, with going to concerts and seeing these senior citizens out there. But I do. All right.
Okay.
My mom, love you, mom, for sure, for life. She come run up to me like a year and a half ago. Was like, yo, did you hear that new Johnny Gill? I don't want to hear no new Johnny Gill. Okay. If Johnny Gill gonna go in the studio, and he don't need to go in the studio. If he gonna go on the stage and sing "Rub You the Right Way" and "Fair Weather Friend" and "My," by all means, do it. Him and Keith Sweat. God rest the soul, Gerald Levert. I know we can't have LSG. Him and Keith Sweat want to go up here and sing "My Body." Fine. We don't need to hear nothing new. Keith Sweat don't even sound like the same person, bro.
He does not at all.
This is no slight. This is no swipe to any of these people. These people are legends. I can't sing. I can't do anything that they do other than walk the earth. But at some point, folks got to go home and stay there.
Yo. Oh my gosh, man. Okay. I thought about this, right? Mm-hmm. Athletes, you know, there's a certain point where
some of them don't. Some of them don't know that there's a certain point.
There's a certain point. Yeah, I know, because Vince Carter definitely played for a long time, and he could have hung it up. He could have.
Actually, Vince Carter's one of those cats. Yes, he should have gone home earlier.
Yeah,
but I don't think Vince Carter was like embarrassing himself.
He wasn't.
Like Shaquille O'Neal wearing a Celtics uniform.
I didn't even like seeing that.
He was in Phoenix, right?
Yes. When he went to Phoenix, I was kind of like,
it's time to go home, man.
Yeah, I was kind of done with Shaq. Somebody still saw value in him somewhere, though. You know what I'm saying? But here's athletes. I get certain situations. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind if LeBron retired right now. You know what I'm saying? He's done it. What more does he have to prove? I mean, I see that he has the love for the game. I wouldn't mind if he went home now. You feel me? But when it comes to music, bro, I thought about this. People of our parents' generation, they want new music too. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to listen to? They're listening to the oldies, of course. We appreciate all of the classics, right? Okay. But they were there when the majority of this music came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your point?
After listening to it for like 50 years,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't allowed to have something new. They ain't gonna go listen to no they ain't really care. Well, some do like Giveon, some do like some of that Bruno Mars when he was in, but he was in that kind of vein of what they came up on.
All right.
But they ain't about to go search out and find new R&B artists. So why wouldn't they like if one of their artists that were their favorite back in the day came out with a new album? Why wouldn't they appreciate that? Just like your mom with Charlie Wilson. Like, she loves Charlie Wilson. Shout out Auntie. She loves Charlie Wilson. You can't stand him.
No, no. Get it right. This is not me saying I can't stand Charlie Wilson at all. First of all, the Gap Band is overrated. They had no. Hear me out. The Gap Band had monster hits. I will listen to "Outstanding" and "Yearning for Your Love" right now. However, their overall music catalog is a lot of it kind of sounds the same. Just saying. Moving on.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I ain't gonna say they're overrated, but I ain't gonna argue with you saying that a lot of the
they ain't Cool in the Gang overrated, but they're overrated.
Hey,
Charlie Wilson had a dope album that came out like, man, was that 15 years ago or so now?
It was a long time ago.
Charlie last name Wilson came out in like somewhere between like 05 and 08.
Yeah.
It was a very good album. It was a return to very good music making, production, songwriting. He worked with a lot of reputable artist. He had put albums out between the Gap Band days and Charlie last name Wilson. Mm-hmm. During that time, he was having issues with substance abuse. Mm-hmm. This does not mean that somebody that's having issues with substance abuse can't make good music. Mary J talked about dealing with substance abuse and made bangers and hits during that time. So this is not that. That album or albums that came out between the Gap Band years and Charlie last name Wilson, nobody cares about because it wasn't any good. And after that, Charlie Wilson has done a great job of making music that people of our parents' age group can still come back around and listen to and be like, you know what? Okay. And I'll give him the respect that he deserves there. He has figured out a niche where he's making music and his voice still sounds very good too. Like, let's just be honest. If he sounded like Keith Sweat did right now, I probably would be a little more harsh on him than I actually am. I don't really.
So you okay with Chuck staying around a little bit, huh?
I didn't say I was okay. I said I'll give him some respect. I don't want to hear it. There ain't nothing he making right now that I want to hear. If I'm in the truck and I'm flipping through the channels and I hear a new Charlie Wilson song come on Heart and Soul, I'm like, hey, man, that sounds all right. I don't want to hear it. It's over.
Okay.
But he can go get his money. I got it. Go get your money. I respect it. I'm just saying it's just, I can't think of anything he made in the last 10 years that is A, relevant, or B, sounds anything different than what he makes now. It all sounds the same.
Okay.
But I also can't, because of how good he actually still sounds, I got to give him a slight pass. I can't put him in that group of people that does not belong in the studio at all. Because there's some that just should not be allowed in a studio. If they build one in their house, the authorities should come in and lock the door and keep them from going in that studio.
Chill. So, I don't want to say this. You're okay with certain people sticking around is what you're saying. See, the way you came off before, it was like you almost like put an age on it. Like, yo, once you hit this certain point, you don't need to be doing this anymore. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to it being like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trash. Like, you just ain't got it no more. I feel that when it's like, yo, you ain't got it and you ain't got the juice no more. You ain't got the juice no more. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? If Johnny Gill can still get his little growl on, his little growl, let him do his thing. But it ain't for us.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't for us.
Yeah, but to be fair, you weren't here for that episode. Me and RJ did an episode where I just straight up admitted, like, listen, the music industry has passed me by.
It has,
and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not trying to make the music industry fit me. It has just passed me by in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I can still say that some of these folks need to be at home. And that doesn't, I'm not just containing this just to R&B. Like, I don't know who all these morons are to continue to sell out these arenas for the Rolling Stones.
Yo, people love the roll. It's for that crowd of people, man. That age group. Because where they still want to enjoy stuff too, bro. You acting like
they got all the albums and all the CDs.
I don't care.
Let me hear them in their prime.
They still might want to go out and enjoy a concert too. They not gonna pull up to a J. Cole concert, bro, or Drake.
I ain't either.
Rod Wave. I'm talking about older folk. They ain't thinking about them. They ain't pressing. They want to go with stuff that they know from back in the day, man.
Yeah, but y'all
let them go.
You're talking to somebody that doesn't even like going to concerts, though.
Okay.
So my outlook on it's going to be different.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. But, bruh, you can't dog them out. Don't dog them for doing it. The verses, all of that. I know Bobby Brown was up there.
He can't move, man. Y'all's bloodthirsty selfishness got these people at risk up there.
Hey, yo, ain't nobody told
life and limb, bro. Blood pressure through the ring.
Nobody told Bobby Brown to be dancing and bopping around like he has been. He had an age.
If he sits on the stage and does it, y'all gonna have something to say.
He's at an age Bruh, get you a stool out, get you a mic stand.
Bobby couldn't sing in 1988.
Hey, yo, he gonna have to figure something
He
out.
damn sure can't sing now.
But here's the thing, bro.
And he can't move. So what you gonna do? He gonna go there and sit on a chair, can't sing and can't move?
People still gonna pull up to see Bobby. Because in their mind, they still see Bobby Brown that was gyrating around on the stage. They still gonna pull up. And that's for them. And that's cool. That's cool. Let them do their thing.
You too damn nice.
Yeah. Let them do that. Let them do their thing, bro. Let them do their thing, bro.
Nah, fam.
It is. Why does it bother you and concern you that much?
Why? Because it doesn't make any sense.
Why does it have to make?
I'm not bothered by things that make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Listen, why does it have to make sense to you?
Everything has to make sense to me.
I know,
it bothers me.
A lot of things just don't make sense, and it just got to be that way.
Right. So that's why you always see me walking around with that scowl on my face. Like, look at these damn fools. About a lot of things, not just this.
I know.
But just things, like a lot of things in life.
I know. Hey, man. Who cares?
Me.
Why? That's what I'm saying.
Look, I'm still bothered I had to see Emmitt Smith as an Arizona Cardinal. When he set the career rushing record, right? When he passes Walter Payton.
Yeah.
As a Cowboy. Thankfully, he did as a Cowboy. He should have been home then. He damn sure shouldn't have been out there in a Cardinals uniform.
That was very weird. I forgot about that until you just said that just now.
Yeah,
that was wild.
Do you remember Jerry Rice playing for the Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Do you remember Jerry Rice not making a team for the Denver Broncos?
Yeah.
It's over. You're the greatest wide receiver. Some guys, okay, I got it. You know what? The other thing, we don't know these people's financial situations. I'm assuming Jerry Rice was okay financially, but you are the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. Some people used to say the greatest football player ever.
I'll give that to Dion. I feel like Dion.
Nah, it's Tom Brady.
Maybe it's because I just don't like Tom Brady. That
you can like him or dislike him. You got to be honest. It's Tom Brady, but. Listen, we can have a whole discussion about who's the greatest X, Y, and Z when it comes to athletes at a later date. Me personally, if somebody told me I had my choice of one wide receiver to watch play football, it'd be Randy Moss.
Oh, facts.
And honestly, I think for a time period, Antonio Brown was the baddest dude to play the wide receiver position for a short period of time.
Yeah,
I'm not saying for his whole career, but there was a section there where I've never seen a person get that open that often against double and triple teams.
What was the dog?
Getting vertical. This dude ran a 4.59 and a 40 at the combine, which, people put a premium on speed. Jerry Rice ran like a 4.6. But there's a difference. Excuse me. There's track speed, there's like 40-yard dash speed. Yeah. And then there's actual field speed. Yeah. People in uniform. It's a different beast. And AB had a short career when you think about it. I mean, he could have, if he would have been, let's just say had his priorities in different locations, like in a different order, he could have had a much longer career. I mean, he was on a Hall of Fame trajectory. And frankly, if you look at his numbers alone, he should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. He should be a Hall of Famer, but when you decide to get half naked on the field and run off the field, you're out here on Instagram butt naked in a swimming pool. You're being charged with attempted murder. You've beat up a truck driver, and that's weird.
Wow.
I'm getting off topic, but I got to hit on one thing real quick. The Pro Football Hall of Fame deal with the voting bothers me because. Basically, how it works, if AB does all of that, let's take away getting half naked on the field. If all this off the field stuff happens after he gets enshrined in the Hall of Fame, he stays in the Hall of Fame. They're never going to take him out. But because he did all this now before he got voted in, there's a slim chance he can get in. He's probably not going to get in.
Probably not.
Darren Sharper is one of the best safeties to ever play the game. I mean, you look at his longevity, his stats, his awards when it comes to Pro Bowls, All Pros. There's not many safeties that have that kind of career. Super Bowl champion. But because he was such a terrible person, and his crimes got found out between his retirement and his possible enshrinement in the Hall of Fame, he'll never be in the Hall of Fame. But look at the crimes Lawrence Taylor's committed. And Lawrence Taylor's in the Hall of Fame and he ain't never coming out. Right? O.J. Simpson, O.J. was not legally convicted of murder, but he was found civilly liable for murder, and he went to prison with the kidnapping charge and all that. O.J.'s never coming out of the Hall of Fame. So if Darren Sharper does not get found out until after he gets enshrined in the Hall of Fame, he ain't coming out the Hall of Fame, but because the charges and all that, or the convictions come before that, he'll never get in.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
that's wild, man.
I went off on a tangent. Back to these old folks needing to stay home. You went to the Watch the Throne tour, right? The Watch the Throne concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point I was done. I was already done.
Bruh, that was like a second wave, bruh.
I was done.
That concert.
Hope should have stayed home.
That concert was one of the best I've ever been to in my life, or I've ever seen and ever witnessed. That and the Blueprint 3. And only reason why I give the Blueprint 3 the edge is because of the fact that he had the live band. Remember how massive that band? He had two drummers and a percussionist, bro.
Correct. Yeah.
Like insane. That band was massive. Fire. But, bro, this was Jay-Z towards, this was Jay-Z as Michael Jordan towards the end of his career.
I'm listening to you.
I'm talking second three-peat. Like he's approaching the jazz. He's about to play the jazz. You know what I'm saying? These last few albums has been Mike Jordan at the Wizards. You know? And
Michael Jordan should have never put on a Wizards uniform, fam.
Mike was still cooking. Look up Mike's numbers.
That doesn't mean
why. Look, he was still cooking at the time.
Yeah, and Jerry Rice was a dog for the Raiders.
Bruh. I don't know. I don't even know how to get you to see.
You can't.
I know I can't. I know once your mind is made up, it's like slim to none.
Well, listen,
when it comes to you changing your mind.
Yeah, but full disclosure, I didn't like Watch the Throne. Like I didn't even like the album. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like the album. I didn't hate it. It was an amazing production. The overall production and the end product was a nice package and all, but yeah, it did nothing for me. Nothing.
Yo, that's because you were checked out. That just goes to show how far and how long ago you were checked out with music.
With modern music.
Modern music.
There's a few tracks that finds its way in. Like it infiltrates every once in a while. Like Yams infiltrated.
Yeah, because there's certain songs I gotta make you listen to.
I made reference to that in that video me and RJ did.
Got to.
Like it takes you or him or Driz to tell me about something. And even then, it takes like the second time around of y'all telling me. And I was like,
I know.
Well, I guess I'll go.
I'll be mad because it'd be months. The song will be old and over with and used up by the time you get to it. Hey, yo, by the time you get to it, it's like,
that's okay.
Come on, man. It's South Pole when it left the community. You feel me? Like that's when you get the song at South Pole when it left the community, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro.
You got me.
I know.
You got me.
Because it'd be like months. Like, yo, I get a random message like, yo, such and such is fire. Like, yeah, we off that already. Like please catch up.
I don't want to, man. I don't want to.
Please.
I don't want to catch up, man. Bro, Chet Holmgren weighs like 64 pounds. I will say there's one artist that I think did it right, and that was James Brown. James Brown come on and made bangers for about an 8 to 10 year stretch.
Yeah, that's real.
And then after that, he just kept playing them same bangers over and over again. Wasn't a whole bunch of new content. We didn't need it. Who cares? Who cares? Would you have wanted to hear a new James Brown song? And I know we're not old enough to have been around when James Brown could have possibly started making new music, but let's just say for the sake of this discussion, that James Brown decides to come out with a new song in 1996. Would you have wanted to hear it? No, nobody would have cared.
I mean, cause I'm also 7 at that time too, so I ain't.
Damn it!
I ain't thinking about James Brown.
I'm just saying I don't.
Now our parents might have been hype about it. That's what I'm saying. Grandparents might have been hype about it.
All right, fine.
Was 7 in 96.
Then why ain't you listening to no new MC Hammer joints?
MC Hammer ain't even got no new joints out.
When he had some songs out like 5-6 years ago, you wasn't listening to that.
Yeah, I also. You want to go back to the age thing?
What do you mean?
Cause I was like, when did Hammer come out? 89, 88?
87, technically, I believe, would have been his first.
Yeah, I was born in 89.
That you gonna sit here and lie to the world and act like you wasn't listening to MC Hammer when you was a little kid.
Born in 89. I was definitely listening to Hammer, like probably, okay. But I was off Hammer by the time I was like 5 or 6.
Right. Okay. What's the point?
I'm
That's
just
still
saying.
Part of your life.
Yeah. It wasn't. So if he was to drop new music, like, I'm not thinking about Hammer. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Damn it, you got me out here looking crazy.
What's the funny thing? I ain't thinking about Hammer, dog.
Fine.
What are we saying?
Fine. Let me
talk about stuff. You talk about stuff from our youth, like young. Like, bro, I'm thinking about Batman. I'm playing with Ninja Turtles. I ain't even think about. Well, I don't even remember a lot of the music. Nah, it's cap. That's super cap. I was about to lie right on this camera.
You were about to lie.
I was about to lie. But at a young age, I like things of substance.
Fine. Hove drops an album tomorrow. You going out of your way to listen to it?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Why? What else can you talk about that's relevant?
As a grown man now, right? People said that about 444. And it was like, he's talking about life experience. See?
I'm listening.
He's talking about life experiences at this age, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't think people want to hear that?
I don't.
Clearly.
I don't.
Bruh.
What?
You got this you stay right in there. Right in there. In that little box. You don't expand anything outside of that box. You ain't pressed about it.
I'm really not.
At all.
No, I'm not.
Like, you stay in this maybe I'll give you a cube. You stay in this cube. You stay in this cube and that's it. Like, there ain't nothing. Like, you ain't. I don't know. It's wild. It's really over. Is wild. For you to be at this age.
It's over.
Like, you've been an old man for like 15 years, dog.
Wait, okay.
You've been an old man for bad long, cuz.
No. That's not fair. That's
not.
15 years is a little strong.
Okay.
That's a little strong, man.
14.
8. Give me 8.
No, like,
yeah, give me that
it's way longer than that, bro.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't, man.
Dog, you've been Pap for a minute.
Wow.
Just stuck in your ways, dog.
Nah, man.
Mad young.
Life is Good came out on what, 2014?
12. Yeah. Exactly. Go ahead. Life is Good. Yo, that's probably the last rap album you listened to.
No, it's not, but it's the last one I listened to and actually enjoyed from start to finish.
What have you listened to after that?
I listened to some Wale, which was not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted to hear.
What did you want to hear?
I don't, man. I got stuck on like 11 on 11 theory, Album About Nothing is doo-doo. Like, I know we're going back a few years here, but to listen to Mixtape About Nothing and then More About Nothing and then hear Album About Nothing, no, I'm good.
It's tough because More About Nothing is probably, in my mind, that's his best project ever.
Ever. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is under that. But yeah.
I tried to listen to some J. Cole, and it was good. Look, man, me and RJ had this whole conversation as well. I've heard Kendrick stuff and be like, yo, this is good. It's not for me. I'm past it. I'm in a different point in life. I just am. Like, music has passed me by, but hip hop in general. Hip hop has passed me by more than anything. Like, First of all, I'm really not sure what's being said at all. I was okay with needing to go Google lyrics because somebody was talented enough. Like,
it's a definite movie.
Like, what are you doing, man? You come over here with the Live 98 with the full extended arms. But
what are we doing?
Like, somebody like Twista, like needing to go and find lyrics to be like, yo, what did he just say? Mm-hmm. And not because it's like, I don't need to hear. Okay, I just let me hear the instrumental at that point.
Okay, so that the mumble I don't rock with either. I don't do the mumble. Like, you got to be saying something. You know what I'm saying? Again, substance. Yeah, and I'm listening to more R&B than anything anymore. Because the people that make the music that I like don't really make music as often. Okay. So, but
well, see, that's what I told RJ though. I got an issue with R&B too.
What's the issue?
Because it's way more raw than it ever was, and vulgar.
No, that is very true.
Like, I'm not the kind of person to get up here and sit here on a high horse and be like, no vulgarity in music. Obviously, the stuff that I've listened to and still will listen to can be raw. However, there's a higher level of work and talent and technique that goes into making a track like After Seven's Ready or Not.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Top 5 greatest R&B songs of all time, and I don't want to hear nothing about nobody's argument.
Top 5?
Yes. Yo, I promise you.
That's a future video then.
Yo, I'm telling you.
We got to have a whole conversation.
Song,
Top
bro.
5?
Bro, name one flaw.
No, you said this before about it being a flawless song. I hear what you're saying, man, but for me, that's like comparing. How can I say this? What's the best way to say it? That's like comparing Ray Allen to Steph Curry. Because if you look at Ray Allen's jump shot is flawless. Mm-hmm. Steph's ain't. It's kind of weird and unnatural when you look at it. But he's also the greatest 3-point shooter in history.
Yeah, that's true.
So obviously I have no issue with Ready or Not. I love it. But to say it's top 5 just because it's a flawless song, I don't know if I can go there. But also After 7, they need to this is going home at this point.
This is
Melvin done died. Unfortunately, God rest his soul.
Why you say it like that? Huh? Why you say it like that? Melvin done died. Jeez.
Melvin passed away. It's a 3-member group. I don't know how many's in the group now. It was a 3-member group. Nobody cared that Keith was there other than him being physically there. So you're left with Kevon. I don't know who's in the group now. I'm just saying at this point, like, what are we doing? Y'all want to go around singing "Can't Stop" and "Heat of the Moment"? Fine. Don't go anywhere near a studio unless y'all singing backup for somebody. Nowhere near a studio.
Let them rock out.
No.
Let them rock out.
Nah. Listen. This might have to be revisited because we danced around. We went to a few different topics here.
We did.
I don't want to take this too long because sometimes we get to talking.
We do.
We go all over the place. At the end of the day, I think I made a legit case as to why people need to stay home. Just go home and stay there.
Nah, let people live, bro.
Greg, G Money went to the Journey concert a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what he said to me?
What did he say?
He come in to work because we still work together sometimes on the weekends. He come into work last Saturday. He goes, "Hey man, I hate to tell you this, but you're right." I said, "Wait, what am I right about?" He's like, "You went to the Journey concert on Monday. It's time for him to go home." I was like, "See?" I said, "It was time for him to go home the last time you saw their ass in concert."
Hey, bro, let people do their thing, man.
You want to go
That's
see?
how I feel.
Toto's been touring for years.
It don't matter.
Bobby Kimball ain't there. Steve Lukather's still there, so you still got one lead singer.
I ain't got to be there.
I don't want to hear somebody singing "Hold the Line" if it's not Bobby Kimball.
Bro.
You gonna fill the spot with John Butts? Don't nobody know who John Butts is?
They ain't think about you. They ain't think about you. That's why it don't matter. You can be upset and baffled all you want. These folks ain't thinking about you. That's why I don't understand why you so worried.
Yo, I just realized like you're like stupid for taking a mid-range jumper in the NBA. Like the risk versus reward doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why the NBA has been the same for like the last how many years? Because the mid-range jumper is like pointless.
Yeah, it already went home. It already went home, man. Unfortunately. I'm stuck in the past, bro.
Yeah, you are.
Stuck.
Yep. Real bad.
Who are these cats anyway? Who is this dude?
Oh, block.
Of course it was blocked. Everybody in the building knew what was about to happen. Inbound to the baseline, 3-point attempt. Everybody in the building knows what's going to happen.
I mean, hey. Do you realize what just happened there? You just said a mid-range jumper is obsolete pretty much. And then you turn around and was like, everybody knows what's going to happen.
Because something like the mid-range is like it's gone. You're talking about a whole scoring opportunity that is essentially gone.
So do you think it's stupid for a mid-range jumper to be shot?
I didn't say that. All right. I'm saying when I said it was stupid, or I'm just saying based on how the game is played now, it's dumb. I think it's insane because I don't even watch the NBA like I used to watch the NBA. I don't know. I'm ashamed to say I don't know who half of these cats are even because I used to know. I used to know who all these dudes were mostly because I used to play games. I used to play 2K and all of that.
Yeah. You
get older. I don't really have the time to play 2K. And then again, just keep it a buck. If I'm gonna have time to myself, free time to myself, and I'm gonna play a video game, it's gonna be a NASCAR game or it's gonna be Madden. It ain't gonna be 2K. You will play 2K. So you watch basketball. Your son's a basketball player. So like I know who Anthony Edwards is obviously, and Julius Randle up in here looking like he ain't showered in like 3 months.
Oh my god!
I'm done. We going home, man, because I'm gonna get on a whole other rant.
At some point, folks gotta go home, man.
At some point, folks gotta go home, man. And I've basically made the point that I need to just go home and stay my ass home.
I know. Look at how that's full circle right there, bro.
What's up? What?
So keep your behind at home, bro.
I do stay home, man. I ain't paying all that money to go. Listen, the last concert I went to, we went to that Bruno Mars show. He was behind that damn screen. And that drunk broad was saying, "Are you trying to fight me?"
Oh my gosh, man. That was a trash experience.
Yeah, we've had some experiences together. That was
garbage.
That was garbage. First of all, you remember I started the whole trip off bad by suggesting we eat at TGI Fridays. So let me take some blame right there.
Yeah,
because We had that weird seating arrangement at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And the food.
It was already like something happened with the food.
Well, everybody's food was cold, but Corinne's, I think. If I remember right. Everybody got like room temperature food.
Yeah, it was a bad experience all the way around.
Yeah, now they all closed up.
And then for us to get there. Wait, they're all closed?
I don't think there's any open. I mean, if there are, there certainly ain't any around here.
Yo, I was wondering why we were in Monroeville and came through that little area.
That white real estate sign?
No, there was no real estate sign. It was just dark and there was no vehicles there. I was like, yo, what happened? What's going on? I didn't know that.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to TGI Fridays, man.
I liked Fridays. But I mean,
I thought I did too. And I realized the last like 3 times I went, it was doo-doo. And I kept going back for whatever reason.
Marketing.
I don't even remember any of the commercials, man.
They got you.
All right, we done. Please like this video. Please subscribe. We need subscribers, man. We need to add to the Dope Fiends.
And Dope Fiends is wild. Gotta add to the Dope Fiends. Dope Fiends is wild, man.
Comment on this video, man. Let everybody know how crazy I am.
Yeah, this boy crazy.
I'm coming back to this, man. I feel like I was not prepared.
Me either.
For you to have rebuttals.
Why? Because the problem is, Negro, you always think you right. That's why. That's why you always think you right.
I was not prepped for rebuttals, man. Like Michael Jackson should have stayed his ass home.
Bro.
Anyway.
Michael Jackson could have rolled up in a wheelchair and that building was still gonna be packed top to bottom.
Michael Jackson was on fire through Dangerous. After that, he made 2 songs that I gave a damn about. Anyway.
Hey, don't matter. People still gonna pull up to that stadium. He gonna roll out with the wheelchair and just sit there. And folks would have been passing out on the front row still.
Yeah, they'd be selling out if they actually toured that hologram.
They would.
If they toured that hologram, they would sell out.
I know.
And I would probably consider going just to see
it. You know what? In the episode. That's it. That's it, bro. I ain't hearing. I don't want to hear nothing else. Please get him out of here. Please. Please. You over here gonna talk about you gonna go see the hologram. You know what? Please. Hey.
The hologram wouldn't be used up. I mean, for real, man.
I cannot with you, bro. I can't. Boy, you crazy, boy. You really, man, you something else.
Am I wrong?
You something else, man. I swear you are.
You gonna get a version of him in his prime.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness.
We out.
We out.
It's only entertainment.
It's only entertainment.
Go to the website and buy some gear, y'all.
Go buy some tees, hoodies, hats.
Comforters.
Mugs.
I did put the mug in the store.
Yes, fire.
Finally. And
fire.
I think I got the color changing one too, man. You know, you put the cold in there and it changes the colors.
That's cool. That's cool.
Peace.
We out.